Good morning, everyone. How are you? It's good to see you all again. And thanks for joining me for this morning's video. Kelly and we have just woken up in our van. I'm very tired, very exhausted, but I'm feeling very excited at the same time. And there's Kelly. Hello, puppy. Is Kelly on our bed? She's a good girl. It's a bit messy. So I thought I'd just show you where we are because this is our second day of full-time van life, and we travelled up from Melbourne yesterday up to visit my family at their caravan park up here in Echuca. And I'll give you a look where we are. And there's Kelly down there on the floor. Puppy. So I'm going to go back to bed for a little while and have a nap. And then I'll get up a bit later. And then I need to have a nap, as you can see. Look how, oh my God, I've got bags underneath my eyes because we had such a big day yesterday. And I stayed over visiting my family in their caravan until about 11 o'clock last night. We had tea with them. And my aunt made curry sausages, which was beautiful. Who's a good girl? Good girl. Puppy? And Kelly wants to go outside, but she can't go outside. She settled into the van really well last night. Let me give you a look at the van. I'll just fix up this mirror, make it even. The cab. There's the cab, there's Kitty's Kelly little tray over there, and there's my fridge, our water sink, and there's my power stations and heater and fans down there, and my bed. And here we are. So it was quite exciting. Well, I felt quite excited anyway. To be honest, Kelly didn't, did you, baby? No, you didn't. Did you? But she ended up settling in really, really well, which is good. To be honest, I did not think that Kelly was going to settle in so well, so quickly. I thought it was going to be like last time, when we moved into our car, when we lived into our car. And she was insecure at first, and it took her a little while before she got used to being in the car. And then once she got used to being in the car, she loved it. And that was about, she's going to hop in underneath the bed. What are you doing, Bubby? You're going to hop underneath the bed, are you? Okay. But then, once she got used to being in the car, oh my God, she loved it. She really did. And, you know, she would jump around over the seats and play, and she enjoyed going for drives and that. So because of last time, I assumed that she was going to be the same this time, but I was wrong. And that, well, she did cry a little bit as we were driving up here to Echuca, which I expected, and she sat on the driver's seat with me. She ended up going to sleep on the way up here. And then by the evening, she has settled in really well. She was eating her food. She slept all night on top of me in bed like she always does, and she settled in really well. So I'm really glad how Callie has settled into van life so quickly. That's good. And that, so yeah, I mean, as you know, the reason why I moved into my van was because I'm doing it for the benefit of my mental and emotional well-being. As I've said in other previous videos, because I'm a recovering domestic violence victim survivor. And because of that, I now have anxiety, depression, and PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. And I have, including nightmares every night too. And I had a nightmare last night. I remember I woke up and, oh my God, it was bad. So even though being in my van, because being in my van is my happy place where I feel safe, happy and comfortable, so that's why I've decided to do van life full time. And even though being in my van, you know, I feel calm, I feel really good. Well, it hasn't helped with the nightmares though. Now, I did not know if that was moving into my van or not, was going to help with the nightmares or not. Maybe it will in time, I don't know. All I know is at the moment is that time will tell. So I'm hoping being in my van will help with the nightmares, but to be honest, I'm not expecting it to, but we will see. So I did have a nightmare last night, unfortunately. Okay, I'll give you another look where we are at the moment. And so at the moment I am on the non-powered site at my cousin's caravan park here in Echuca. And it's a really good caravan park. It's called the Riverlander Caravan Park. So if you're up this way in around the Echuca, Marama area, come check it out. And they have everything. They even have a milk bar. They even have their own petrol, unleaded petrol, so you can fill up your car here. I think it's a really good idea. They have ice, they have gas. You know, they have a playground for the kids. They have a swimming pool. They have caravans. They have caravans with hard annexes for sale as well as for rent. And they have a camp kitchen as well as a boat ramp that goes onto the Murray River. Oh my God, they have everything. And they're not expensive. I assumed that they would be expensive, but they're not, so I was wrong about that, so that's good. I don't know the prices. You'll have to have a look at that on the website. So, the caravan park is called Riverlander Caravan Holiday Park up here in Echuca, so please check it out. It is definitely well worth your money. But I'm not paying because because I'm family, I get to stay for free. Woohoo! I love my family. Whether they let me stay for free or not, I love them anyway, regardless. It was wonderful to see them again. I mean, the last time I saw my family was at my mum's funeral, and that was so sad. Whereas this time, it's a much happier occasion. And my aunt and uncle are getting up in age now, and my uncle, he is my mum's sister. Oh my God, I'm so tired. He is my mum's brother, sorry. And out of all the kids in his family, he is the only one left. All the others have now passed away. All of the other siblings have now passed away, now that my mum has passed away. So I thought it's important that I come up here to visit them while I can, because you never know what's around the corner. And I know my uncle and my aunt aren't going to be around here forever. They're in their 80s now, or I'm not sure how old they are, because my brother's younger than my mum, because my mum was the oldest out of her family. So he's either around about the age of 80, or he's either in his late 70s, something like that. But either way, it was important for me to come visit them while I can, while they're happy and healthy, because time doesn't stop for anyone. So yeah, I'm really glad to see them, and they're really happy to see me. And you should have seen the look on my aunt's face when I knocked on her caravan. She wasn't expecting to see me at all. It was an element of surprise, and her eyes popped out of her head, and she had a grin oh my God, from ear to ear. She was so happy, and she made dinner for me last night, and oh my God. I'm sitting at the kitchen table while we're eating dinner, and I just felt like being back at home. I couldn't believe it. I said to my aunt and uncle, I just feel like I'm back home again. And she goes, oh, that's good. And I haven't felt that feeling in a long time. I just felt like I was a kid again. It was really good. Really good. So we'll definitely be back up to visit them more often as I can. And hopefully they'll still be around for a long, long time to come. So it's been a very nice visit up here. And please check out my video of the tour of the caravan park. Maybe I should make another little video of the caravan park before I leave. I'll think about it. I'll say how I'm feeling. I want to go back to bed and have a nap before I go over to the shower block and have a shower and freshen up. As you can see, oh my God, I've just woken up and I'm feeling a little bit dizzy, to be honest. Maybe that's because I'm so overtired, I assume. But it's really nice to be able to wake up to nice views like this. This is what van life is all about, waking up to a different view, quite often. And I mean, I enjoy traveling. I want to travel and explore different places and meet new people and do things, and this is what van life allows you to do. And that's another reason why I wanted to do van life, I'm just like, oh my God, I still can't believe I'm now living full-time in my van. But I've still got my apartment, of course. So I can always go back home whenever I want to or need to. Which is also most important because I need my apartment just as much as I need my van and vice versa. Because, I mean, if something were to happen, like my van breaks down or something, I've got somewhere to go back to because if something were to happen and if I were to give up my apartment, then I've got nowhere to go back to, you see what I mean? So when you're doing van life, whether you're doing van life full-time, part-time, weekend, or whatever, you still need to have a permanent home base, whether it's your own home, or whether you're renting an apartment, or whether it's at a relative's house or wherever, you still need to have some kind of permanent home base. And I know a few van lifers who do van life full time and they don't have a permanent home base, so I suppose if something were to happen, they would have to go to a hotel or a motel, But I'm lucky because I have really cheap rent, which I can afford. But there's no way I would be able to afford like paying for a hotel or a motel, even for a cheap one. I couldn't do it. So I'm lucky there that I have my apartment and I only have it thanks to the Family Violence Services. So I have them to thank for that. So I thought I'd just make you a quick video to show you where we stayed last night and what it looks like. So we're over here on site number 7. And the temperature in the van was quite good. It wasn't cold or anything like that. However, it did get cold in the middle of the night though. But Callie and I, we were warm all night in the bed. I'll turn the phone around to show you. As you can see, I've got the sleeping bag on top. I've got the doona. I've got extra blankets, lots of blankets. And so many blankets. And yeah, so we're all comfortably warm all night. The bed is very comfortable. I made that bed myself. And that's just a simple bed. It's in between the two shelves. So the back of the van there is my bedroom. So all I did for the frame of the bed was just, I just went to IKEA and I bought a 120 centimeter garden bench. And then, which is in the middle of, in the middle there. And then I went to Bunnings, because I took the measurements beforehand, of course, where I got a guy to cut a piece of plywood, and I've just stuck the plywood on top of, let me show you if I can. There you go. Hang on. Take that out. Let me give you a better look if I can. See? And I've just glued these down here. It's a bit dark. It's a bit dark in here still. But that's all that I've done. I've just glued a piece of plywood on top of the garden bench. And while I was at Bunnings, I got a guy to cut a piece of plywood, a thin piece of plywood, which I just nailed, which are for the legs, and I just nailed them into the plywood. And it works great. And because the garden bench has storage underneath, that's where I can store my stuff in there too. So, and it wasn't much. It was very cheap to make. I can't remember how much the plywood was. I think the plywood was $10 all up. And the garden bench, I think, was about, I can't remember how much that was. It wasn't much. I think it was about $60 or from IKEA. And that, so when I got home, all I did was put the garden bench together by following, I just assembled it by following the instructions, so that wasn't hard. And then I got the wood glue, and I put the plywood on top. I glued that down. And then I just, once that had set, then I got the other thin pieces of plywood and put the legs on. I nailed that down. And then, yeah, stuck it in the van and put the mattress in the bedding on top. And it works fine, it's comfortable, so that's how I made my bed. So if you're converting a van, and if you're looking for some ideas on how to make a bed, there's another idea for you. Okay, so I'll give you one more look where we are. And give you another look around at the van. We've got a pretty mirror. Yeah, so I'm going to hop back into bed now. I'm going to have another nap for a little while before I get up. And then when I get up, I'll go have a shower block and have a shower and get ready for the day. And then I'll go see my aunt and uncle again. And then I'll decide what I'm going to do. So, yeah. So, I'll see you guys later. So, and before I finish this video, I just want to mention to please subscribe to my channel to support me and Kelly, because I need subscribers. And don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up. So I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, please take care and drive safely. Bye-bye, darlings.